Hi, I'm Cynthia Schiller. Please like and subscribe where we help and heal one day at a time. I'm going to tell you this story that's going to help understand the outcome of the narcissist, why your relationship with bad, what's going to happen with the new supply. And I'm just going to tell you my good fortune today, kind of like when we get love bombed, it's a good fortune. Well, I got this flyer in the mail, came out of the blue. It's a little scratch off, says I won $5,000. So I had to do an extra step, call, verify. I'm asking all the right questions because I'm like, this is like for real. This is legit. Like, I don't want to waste my time. It's going to take 2 hours out of my day. And they're just reassuring me, yes, this is legit. All you got to do is validate when you go to the dealership. So I'm asking exactly what does that mean? Like, I'm smart enough to know like something's up. So I'm asking all the right questions. They show your driver's license, and this does relate to narcissism. So they're telling me what I need to do. Okay. So I'm still seeing little red flags. So I'm asking all the right questions, and they're gaslighting me, reassuring me when it's a half truth. I'm still unsettled, but they basically said, no, there's no second step. There's no this, it's legit. So that's like when we're with our narcissist, it's legit, it's legit. So we go out of our way, just like I went out of my way. I spent money to get there. I took time to drive there, which was way out of my way. I get there, and you can already tell like something's up. Just like the deeper you get into a relationship with a narcissist, something's just not right. So I'm asking all the right questions. I'm telling them I don't want to waste my time. I said what my purpose was, very clear. And of course, they take me to this office. I got to fill out paperwork, things like that. So I'm investing more than I wanted to when all I wanted was an answer. Same like in your relationship with the narcissist. You're like, I just need to know what's up. I just want to clarify it. And I was doing that at the beginning of today's day, but they dangle that $5,000, just like the narcissist with the love bombing. They're dangling something to get their way because the dealership knew, the only way they're going to get me there is with kind of like this love bombing lie. So I get there, even though I'm cautious, and then I'm investing more, telling them I don't want to invest more, and they're kind of BSing me through. And finally, I'm like, look, starting to get, and then the guy's like, you're going to be a little pissed. Like, yeah. Kind of like it's a scam. I got a $5 Walmart card. So they gave me some compensation, $5 for several hours, and it was supposed to be 5,000. So what's going to happen with this new supply? They're going to do the same love bombing. They got all those little flyers. They just send it out to whoever accepts it, takes the bait, and with the new supply, depending on how much they pay off, did she get a $50 Walmart card expecting 5,000 as her payoff for the relationship? How blindsided was she in the beginning of the narcissistic relationship? Just like I wasn't blindsided in the beginning. I saw red flags right away, and I had to get my tires changed out that way anyway. So I decided to just kind of check it out. So it wasn't really out of my way, but that's what society is coming to. That's what people are coming to. They don't care what our questions are. My questions were to protect myself. My questions were, I don't want to, and I was very specific. I don't want to waste my time. I want to make sure this is on the up and up. These are the red flags I see. They're reassuring you. They give you so much bullshit that they don't care about anything about getting you into that store. So your relationship with the narcissist was just like my day was today. It was, I don't care what you're telling me. I don't care what your day is going to turn out. I don't care about anything except getting what I want. They wanted me to come to that dealership, but take this to heart. What happened is I told them, basically, you BS'd me so much. I asked all the right questions. There's no way I will ever shop for a car here now. It'd be different if I didn't ask the questions, then it's my fault. But I was very specific, spent all the time on the phone, driving out there, talking to the people. They're still not listening to me. These are the steps we have to do. I said, I don't want to do it. What are we talking about? And they're still like kind of making you feel obligated when I'm like, no, I am not doing this. That's why you can waste a lot of time in a narcissistic relationship, just like I could have wasted a lot more of my time. But what is so irritating is all of that could have been avoided. Like when I called that number to confirm my winning ticket. Because if you look at it, the fine print are like the secrets that the narcissist has. And I did see somewhere, I don't have the best eyesight and I was using my glasses, but it's so fine print that they're not on the up and up. They're obligated to tell you certain things, just like when the narcissist blurts out just a little bit of the truth. It's like, that's the fine print. I showed you a little bit of the fine print. But I had even asked him, do I have to compare it to some board that I think I saw somewhere, and I'm trying to see it again, but it's so hard to see through. Just like the narcissist, it's so hard to see through them. Like, what is the truth? I'm looking and searching, I'm looking all over this flyer. They have it all set up where it's kind of confusing to where did I see that? And you got to reread and struggling the whole time. And just like the timing. The way they word things, if you notice, is great, 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 great. Something hidden that you might overlook because you're kind of scanning the first couple lines you read. And that's kind of in the narcissistic relationship. They get you comfortable and then hope you overlook things. They hide things. They time things, just like that, I don't know, blurb was timed. They don't start out with saying, we're screwing you over, but you do have this chance, da, 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 da. They don't put it, the important stuff. You know, basically you're going to lose. Most likely you will lose. Somebody's going to win. Most likely it won't be you. They even knew when I walked into the dealership after talking to them, they're like, you're going to be pissed. And that's a narcissist. You're going to be pissed. Oh, well, they don't care. They just wanted what they wanted. And that's what society is becoming. We don't allow people to protect themselves, just like in relationships. All along the way, you guys trying to work through things is trying to make it better, but it's also trying to avoid being hurt. Whether it's like, okay, you cheated, do we work through it or do I leave? Let's say you're open to, this is up to you, but let's say you're open to working it out and you ask, will you ever do this again? And they'll, why would I do that? So you still don't have your answer. And in your heart, you needed, I promise I will never do that. I see I hurt you. Maybe you guys would work through it. So you don't have that comfort. You don't have the real answer. And you ask that question because if they said I might be tempted to, then you can decide where you want to proceed from there. But society is not honest with us. Narcissists aren't honest with us. And all the gaslighting, like what I went through today, and this is what the end result was. My end result for that dealership is no way in hell will I go there. No way, because I'm ticked off. I'm kind of handling it. I'm tired, but I am ticked, you know, because it was a waste of my time. Just like these relationships where you're like, I see red flags. What's up with them? And nobody wants to tell you the truth. That dealership did not give a crap about me. And all along the way, it's still trying to be a sales pitch, just like the narcissist. Like, I see you're seeing red flags, but I'm still going to do the little sales pitch. So I just thought it was really interesting what we are doing to society when they start doing that kind of stuff to us, when it's in a narcissistic relationship, the dealership, whoever we deal with. It can cause, which you need to fight off, but it can cause us to have reactive abuse. Like I was a little, I handled it, but you could tell I was not happy. And I'm a happy person. And that's what happens in the relationships where it's like, I started out with a good day. I did something based on what them reaching out to me and even seeing the red flags and, you know, telling them, please don't waste my time. Just please don't waste my time. And what was the result? That they lost a customer. If they would have been on the up and up, maybe I just would have shopped there later. They did have some cool cars and I'm trying to buy a house first, but I do need a new car eventually. And it's kind of sad. The narcissists don't see what they are doing, just like these marketing people. Like, am I really that happy about a $5 gift card? Not really, because I probably spent at least that in gas. So it cost me money. And the narcissists are just costing us stuff. So you worried about the new supply. It's just like the car dealership, sending out all these flyers. Whoever bites, they'll take on and try to suck in, try to love bomb, but it's all the same intent. We don't give a crap. So the new supply, it all depends on how many red flags they see. They're going to start seeing them. They didn't see them right away. Just like some of you might have that flyer and go, oh my gosh, this is on the up and up. Just because you have a kind heart. My heart is very kind, but it's kind of like soured in a way. I don't even know if that's the right way to put it, but all the stuff I've been through, I've been cautious. Even when I was trying to get my teaching certificate, I got all these degrees looking for an alternate route, asking all the right questions. For over 2 years, I was asking the right questions, going, I know there's a way. There was something I saw. And then I get this, I'm told that I can't add on endorsements. So I put off, I wanted to add on Spanish. So I put that off to study Spanish more, because you have to test out of it. So I'm doing my part, putting my stuff on hold to get my teaching certificate, because I wanted to add it on. Otherwise you can't add it on later, is what I was told. Then there's an opportunity to become a physical education teacher. I'm like, there's got to be a way to do this. Like, I should be able to add on. That's stupid. You can test out if it's traditional. I have so much extra schooling than your average teacher. I have law school, master's of education classes, cosmetology, nail tech, just on and on. 100 extra credits undergrad, like ridiculous amounts. And I'm like, I can't add on physical education. So I passed the test, and there was a way, but I had to just restart, which you have to do, like, I don't know, 3 years within 5 years to activate it fully. But that was years of changing my life or changing my dream, putting things on hold, or all the extra energy that when I went through. When in these narcissistic relationships, just like with my teaching certificate, if you don't have that little bit of knowledge, that could have changed my whole life. If they're like, sorry, there's no way to do it, then they took away my whole opportunity, my whole future, my whole dream. When there was a way, they just didn't bother to really listen to what my question was, to understand what I'm asking or where I'm coming from, or asking to, have some outside help, like supervisor, whatever. Like, they didn't care. Like, they're just getting their hourly. They didn't care that it would affect my entire future. My entire future was too much of a bother for them. And I know I don't know them, but that's their job. That's what they're paid for. And there's so much narcissism, so much laziness about caring about other people's lives, complete lives, whether it's my teaching certificate or trust in people from the dealership. Like, you learn and as you go through life. And that's why I told you my analytics, I really don't have watchers until they're about 35 years old. Most of mine are in the 45 to 55, and the 35 to 45. I'm very curious. I wish I broke it down more. Are those more in the 40s? Because it takes you time to figure this stuff out. Because I bet statistically, if you took all those dealership cards, most of the people that will show up will be the younger ones, or the older ones who grew up in a different time. But I don't know what generation we are. Generation ABCD. But my generation, we have this cautious state. That's why we ask more questions, which is annoying to the narcissist. We're just trying to protect ourselves, or to make things better, or to be on the same page. And I even told the guys at the dealership, I said, I am kind of obnoxious with how many questions I ask, because in my heart, I know I'm right. And I just want to cover every little basis, because I hear the way you're talking to me. You just need to bring your license and have them validate your certificate. What does that mean? You send it to me, I don't alter it. You can look at it. Yeah, it's a valid certificate. What does validate mean? Do I have to do something? And I ask all these questions. That's where narcissism gets really, really tricky. Be so careful on the words that they use. Just like the dealership, they were told, Have them validate. They didn't say you need to bring your driver's license, and they're going to ask you questions, and you're going to have a little meeting with them, and they don't tell you that stuff. And when you ask, they just gaslight you, word loop things. And there's times you feel like, okay, I got to be polite. Like I got to kind of like not keep asking the same questions, but it's like, it makes you feel crazy. Like, how are you not understanding what I am saying? I'm being very direct. I'm even saying it indirectly, just to make sure we're on the right page. And I even kind of ended the conversation. So this is legit. There's no other steps. All I have to do is go in and claim my money. And it looks like you won. Well, she didn't say you did win. So I drove out there because she says, yes, it looks like. So be careful on what people say to you. It gets exhausting because you ask question after question, which makes you seem annoying or needy. Like I was just a kind-hearted person. Like, hey, if I didn't win, that's cool. But they didn't care about my day. And that's the same with the narcissist. They don't care about your day. Wondering about the new supply. Narcissists treat you like the dealership treated me. Like, who cares? I don't even really know who you are in your soul. I just care what I can get from you. And I just thought it was kind of a real close analogy to the way narcissists are just infiltrating society. Narcissists create narcissists. Narcissists create trauma bonds. Narcissists really can destroy your life. It was just my day today. Luckily, I did some errands on the way back, but what was my compensation? $5. What was my compensation for all these relationships I was in? Maybe, I don't know, a couple nice cards or a little bit of jewelry. Well, I wanted a life with these people. I don't need jewelry, So what's your compensation? What mattered to you, and what do they come through with, and how on the up and up were they? So please like and subscribe, comment below. Maybe give me some examples of what you've been through, and how people just like don't care in life. It's all about them, just like it was all about the dealership today. And even when you tell them, this is what it's going to cost me, whether it's time, whatever, I don't want, and you even say, I don't want to invest in this if it's BS. Oh, it looks like you won. Just like we thought when we were in these relationships, I hit the jackpot today. Just remember the outcome. Just like everybody else who went into that dealership. That's all the new supplies, all these people that came in because of the love bombing we got. So that's what's going to happen to the new supply. They might get a $5 Walmart card. Have a great day. See you in the next video.